Well, here it is, the day after. Most most people won't tell you or talk about the day after the gig. Just waking up. It's I don't know, maybe 8:30 or something like that. Got in, got home from the gig at 12 or 12:15, something like that. I guess I should put some light on the subject. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Last night I played with my dear friend Kevin M. Buck, neoclassical metal guitar legend, and we opened for not Michelangelo, Michelangelo Beta, I think his last name is. I've known about and known Michael as Michelangelo forever, So I guess he got confused with uh, the historic name of Michelangelo, and he had to put his last name on it. But yeah, we opened for him last night. By the way, he was amazing. Like every time I see Michael, or as Ma as I like to call him, Mab, he's just fucking amazing guitar player. You know, on top of the stuff that he does, the type of music he does, and the way he performs it, his technique is just amazing. I've known about Michael since the '80s. Since he started, pretty much since with Holland and all that. I kind of remember all that, and he was just fucking amazing then. And now it's been like what 30, 40 some years later. I don't know, and he's still fucking incredible. So uh, rarely when we open for someone, and we've opened for uh, Uri Roth and Joe Stomp, and some pretty impressive people. Um, Rarely did I stay around and watch the show, because I'm tired and ready to go home or something like that. I stopped for like the two cats we opened for before that I just named, Stomp and Roth. Um, but when it's somebody like Mab, man, you got to just see him live. He's fucking amazing. So, but here's the truth about rock and roll, okay? And pretty much any other form of music that I've played all styles of music, and I do mean every style of music. Name it, I've played it. Um, when you're the opening act, you don't get the respect that the main act does. We had major problems last night. The sound was horrible. I couldn't hear Kevin at all, and my bass rig was louder than anything because I had to hear myself. You know, I couldn't. I play with power monitors and preamp pedals and stuff and speaker simulation. Now I don't use bass amps. Um, Power monitors are easy to move around and set up. And with the invention of really good preamp pedals, really don't have to take her amp. I kind of got that idea from Geddy Lee reading an article that when he stopped using amps. So, I had mine turned up at a reasonable volume, but that's all I could hear was me, and barely, the only reason I really heard the drums, we had a great drummer. God forgive me, I forgot the young man's name. Um, but he was amazing, young cat, very, very talented, very good drummer. I would love to do a gig with him again. No reason that I heard him is because I was standing right next to him, and we were kind of helping each other out. Like where do we go? But we needed to hear Kevin, but we couldn't hear Kevin because they had him, you know, I mean, just him and a monitor just didn't exist. So when you're in that situation as a professional, the show must go on. So I'm just kind of just doing this with my ear, and tightening my ear up enough to pick up whatever I can, whatever I can hear over there, and looking for cues from him. But he's really into the show. He can't do too much, so it's just upon you. I'm playing bass. It's just upon you to just be professional and just try to pick up whatever you can pick up, and whatever mistakes you make, you make the mistakes and you keep fucking going. The show got to go on. Don't stop. You can't be like a fucking child. And, oh, wait a minute, we got to start all over, man. I can't hear that. No, fuck that shit, man. This is real shit. Just get the shit done. So we got through the game and did great. But like I said, since I carry a power monitor, sound guys can just plug up to that monitor and go through the house. This son of a bitch had some kind of nasty, just electronic, aggravating noise coming through my monitor all through the fucking show, man. And that was just horrendously fucked up. So you got to play that off, and then he would even ask, "Hey, you guys need to hear anything else in the monitor?" We like, "Yeah, we need to hear everything," and then it never happened. That's just the way the shit goes. So after a while, when you're young, you bitch and moan about that shit. Man, what the fuck, man? How come I can't have no monitor? Da da da. You get older, you're like, fuck. How many more songs we got? And you just go on. So we just kind of just tucked in our dicks and just went on with it. You dig? And then just and did amazing. The crowd loved it. Apparently, I did a really great bass solo. I never know because I get into it, and I'm just doing what I do. The drummer, he did an amazing solo. Kevin did his amazing solo. There were quite a few songs that didn't have any kind of glitches or fuck ups in them. So we got through the gig, man, and like professionals that we are, And then of course, MAB came on, and his set went flawless because that's just the way that goes. But even when I was playing with headliners, man, you would have problems. It's just the nature of the beast. There's all kinds of goofy things that can happen. When you're, performing, monitor situation. Sometimes some of it is just things that just happen. Sometimes it's out of spite, And believe it or not, it could be because of, racism, sexism, it could be like an all-girl band that's really killer, and the sound man is some sexist asshole, and he's just gonna make them sound bad, or some guy that hates, Italians, and he'll fuck it. It's all kinds of shit. It's not just a black and white thing. When I usually talk about racism or whatever, a lot of people think I'm just talking about black. No. I'm talking about Italians, Jews, Irish, Polish, everybody who's not considered just pretty much American white goes through some kind of racist bullshit, So it could be shit like that. It could be the fact that the sound guy don't know what the fuck he doing, or some like we had two young assholes that's obvious they don't know what the fuck they doing. They went through some kind of little, maybe little school and shit. They were kind of rude, stepping across us doing sound check and stepping over our amps and shit. They just just rude and unprofessional. But like I said, man, you just get the job done, and we got the job done. And afterwards, Kevin was able to sell some merchandise, T-shirts, CDs, and stuff like that, and make some more of his cash. Paid me and the drummer, and we're off. So here's the next day. Achy, a little tired, need some coffee, bad. Yeah, I was thinking about, because I missed a workout day yesterday because I had to get prepared for the gig. I was thinking about going in today, Sunday, but I'm just gonna just fuck that and just go in tomorrow. But yeah, the next day when you get older, or even when I would say it starts hitting you when you're probably getting your 30s. Yeah, 30s. Definitely starts hitting you in the 40s. The knees start aching when you get up. Your body's a little aching because rock and roll is kind of hard, man. A lot of people think they can just party and drink and smoke and that's all rock and roll is. No. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that twisted. A lot of great rock players stay in great shape, man, because you got to be in shape to be on stage and hop around and just to play. I mean, we played like for an hour yesterday, and when you're playing like neoclassical type, neoclassical metal or any type of metal, man, you're not just standing up there, reading charts or whatever, man. It's a little bit more intense. So you got to keep the body kind of in shape. I work out 4 days a week, and it still gets me, But I'll get up, I'll have my coffee, I'll walk around, I'll do some yoga stretches, and I'll be fine for the day. But the day after is like I said, achy body, achy feet, achy legs, achy knees, your back. You wake up in the morning looking for coffee and Tylenol, That's for real. That's real shit. So, yeah, this is the day after. And I always like to post things like this for future musicians to let them know what it is, because unfortunately, there's a lot of cocky little shits out here that think they know everything, or some amateur hobbyist fuck that think they can talk about us professionals like we're not doing shit. But I don't see any of them going up there sweating on stage and making a living at this shit. And I've done it for 30 years, so don't talk to me with that. Come to me with that bullshit. So I like to come on the air and set things straight so people know exactly what's going on. I'm 55, so I'm past the days of waving at the girls and trying to get laid after the gig. It's about getting the job done, having a great show, pleasing the person that you're with. The act that hired you. Hoping that you get hired for the next gig. Get paid, come home, go to sleep, wake up, and like I said, Tylenol and coffee. That's the real deal. Well, I'm out of here. I'm going to go get me some coffee and finish waking up. So, little tour of how my studio looks. There's everything I had last night. This is my favorite shuttle bag. I got this thing in the late 80s. And it's gigged with me for 30 years. It's actually a AKG, not AKG, sorry, a GK, Gallagher Kruger. It's for a Gallagher Kruger bass head back in the day. But it made a really great bag for just straps and cords and, you know, all my accessories and stuff, you know. And it's, you can see it's 30 years old. And still dependable. I've had this bag forever. There's been guitars and basses that come and go, but this bag has stayed, baby. And it's just all my shit is in there. You know, cords and the pedal board I used that night. You know, and everything just fits right in there. You know, and the basses that I use. Oh, this one bass stand too. That's been with me forever. Studio sessions, road gigs. And that's it. Traveled light. Oh, this is the monitor that I use. Behringer. Man, you know, when I'm feeling happy, feeling good, I take to you know, I take my own monitor system with me. That way I know I at least can hear myself. And sometimes I figure out a way how to plug everyone else up to my own monitor system and not depend on the sound man. And just depend, you know, let them work on giving me a good house. But I have my own monitor situation. It pays to do that, man, because most sound men, well, put it this way. I've had a little tour of my guitars. I've had very few great sound men, but I had a bunch of fuckers that suck. Just walking through the studio. Laundry. Coffee. Here we go. Well, I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.